Dave Chappelle went back to his high school. Remember, they tried to uninvite him and told him don't come. And the 16-year-olds, they got in his face. And, well, I don't know how close they got to him, but they did challenge him. I think they called him a bigot for his, that Netflix, his latest special that he released. And, he held his own. There's no video, or if there is, we don't have it. But there was that transcript, and I just applaud him for. He's not going away, and he stands in his special and his truth, and I do like that about him, because I watched it, and I think I understand, and I think he's a little misunderstood, but it's not for me to interpret for other people.
Yeah. And he's not apologizing either. He's sticking to his grounds, and he was like, well, I said what I said, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
And they not only called him a bigot, they also said his comedy is childish and his comedy kills. I mean, they didn't hold back either, and I commend him for being brave enough to go up in front of them, knowing they were going to chastise him and try to challenge him a little bit, but he still showed up, so he was a good sport about that. I know he just can't wait till this is behind him, though. Or maybe he's enjoying the press surrounding it.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, maybe he's enjoying it.
I don't know if he's enjoying it or not, but I think he's like, I think it's what you said. I said what I said. All the other comedians seem to be standing up for him. I thought the one comment, the thing about his comedy kills, I think that's a bridge too far. But calling him childish, I think he's an intellect, but he is child. Aren't comedians?
Yeah, that's all comedians. Yes.
That's kind of their game, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little weird. But 16-year-olds, hormones and everything else, not to suggest that they don't have opinions, strong ones, and they can't affect change, but
But I think Dave Chappelle can affect change too, and comedians can, and that's what I think he was trying to do in this. He wasn't berating anyone in any community. He was just showing people the disparities that exist still, the criticism that certain groups go through, and he was just trying to shine a light on some of the issues that were happening surrounding this topic. And so I think a lot of people are judging it and not listening to it, or listening to a portion of it and not listening to the entire show, and where he can kind of set it up and explain some of the things and why he was saying some of the things. That there are still a lot of issues in this country. So if nothing else, he helped start this conversation about some of these issues that hopefully still can be, rectified in some way or come to an end.
A thought-provoking leader. That's Dave Chappelle. I love him, so I can say that. If other people don't, that's okay.